Hello, welcome back to BSLIVE. Today we're gonna be using tissue add-on for Blender to try to recreate this snowflake kind of design, and this is one of the results. So if you look at it from the top, or I just rotate it, yep, it looks kind of like a snowflake. It looks almost like fractal as well. So this is something that you can do. You can create yourself using Blender 2.8. So this is Blender 2.8 beta, and the add-on is the tissue add-on from Alessandro Zomparelli. So you just download the latest developer beta for Blender 2.8. So yeah, let's get started. So normally with tissue, let's say you have like a cube, and the idea is to really just create some kind of sampling, or let's say, let me try doing this. So if we have this shape and we have this shape, this is the element, and you want to repeat and tessellate it, just replace every polygon face with this object. If I'm using the default, that's what we get. If I duplicate it, let me do the tessellate and then try repeating twice, so you get that. And let's repeat it again, and that's what you get. So that's actually the new options of tissue tessellate. You have this advanced repeat setting. So first of all, let me save this just in case. So this is tissue exploration. So the repeat features, I like to call it iterations or recursive, but I don't know if that's the right term I'm using. Maybe there's a better one. Maybe repeat is what it is for now. So there's this option as well to use only on selected faces and also material ID. That's actually pretty interesting to understand, but for now, let's try using face normal. So you get another different result. So with just this guy and this guy, if I repeat it 5 times, so the higher numbers you have, the longer it's gonna take, and also you need to be careful because you might be creating a lot of objects. So let me try just extruding it, just to create some kind of like a cross pattern, just something like that. Maybe even extrude it a little bit. So I'm extruding it on the normal of the objects. Okay, so with this and this guy as a component, this one as the base mesh. If we run the tessellation 1 time, so that's what you get. Okay, and you can also tessellate. You can also merge the objects only if I think. So currently it seems to be scaling somehow, so it's not perfectly on the square, but it's probably, there is one in the options that allow you to put it properly. Let's try on selected faces. Okay. It's also kind of interesting. If I'm not wrong, if we can also go inside the component and select the face, so it's gonna repeat only on that face, and save. So we don't need this. So 1 component and the base mesh, tessellate, repeat 3 times. Oh, okay, so now that's what we get. I have a feeling there's probably like a It could be a bug, but sometimes I get that result. Tessellate, maybe I don't need merge. Okay. Tessellate, face normal, repeat on selected faces. If I'm turning that option off and then repeat it 3 times. So like I said, that's kind of dangerous. Oh, but anyway, this is the result. It's kind of interesting. It's probably doing the tessellations multiple times, and it's not using selected faces, and then it's generating it. It's actually kind of like a fractal. Like I said, it's recursive. So that's the result of doing it how many times? Just 3 times. But it's doing it on every face. If I just use on selected face, it's not that interesting. But it's funny because I tested before, and it's a lot more interesting. So let me save this anyway. Save it again, just in case we come back to this guy. So I have this. Okay, that's the result. But I have similar thing. So what I did here in order to get the snowflake is simply using a cylinder. The cylinder is, if you look at it from the top, it's like a hexagonal cylinder. It has six sides, and I'm using the tessellate using this guy. So this is the component, this is the base mesh, tessellate. I believe this is the default setting, so that's what you get. Yeah, it's not so interesting, but if you do it again with repeat, you start to get something that looks like a snowflake, kind of. But it's like I said, it's using the default setting. Even this is taking a while to process. Oh, okay, so it's done. It's not really like looking like a snowflake, but I like that. Save as. So because tissue add-on has a lot of options, sometimes I think this face normal is more what you want. Instead of using the vertex normal, I think this will give you a lot more pleasing result. So it doesn't scale the element. Maybe you can actually get something that's kind of like really clean, like a fabric. So there you go. This is my aim. So this is really interesting. I found this by accident, but this is almost like the invert. But so we have a way to generate our snowflake, even though it's slightly abstract, but this has a lot of potential. Maybe don't use tessellation. I mean, this might be pretty clean. Maybe use Blender modifier and mirror to get a similar result, and maybe cleaner, but I don't know. I think you can get a cleaner result as well. And so this is the base, right? But you can make slight changes. So it has some faces selected, but let's try make a bit of change to this shape. Make this slightly longer. Maybe this is maybe like that. Extrude, scale. Oops. I think G and G. Okay. I'm still getting used to the shortcut. Maybe G and Z. Oops. G and X. Okay. Slightly different. edit mode, page, select, oops, how to select the loop, okay, Alt, okay, slightly different, but same hexagon, tessellate, repeat 3 times, no merge, let's just do it on selected face. So we start with 6-sided cylinder, and I believe it's gonna place this guy. It's gonna repeat it multiple times. So, and I don't have the unselected faces. I don't have that option selected. So this might take a while. Anyhow, this is an example that I made earlier. I'm converting this into USDC, so this become an error for Apple iOS. So this seems taking a while. I didn't save it. I'll try it. Just reopen another Blender. I'll open this and repeat. I think I did save it. Or maybe I didn't. But yeah, I think if I'm not wrong, you can use sphere chalk just to design the cross. Let me try. So tissue is, I have this one, tissue recursive. Yep, this one, I have sphere chalk, right? And I randomize. This is something, it's not a cross, but this is like a kind of a good start. It's like creating this kind of random design of some sort. And I can copy this guy and try using tessellate. So this is the component. It has a hollow bottom at the bottom and at the top. So we have tissue add-on here, tessellate, everything as it is. So yeah, it's creating something, and I can use a cylinder. Cylinder and 6 faces, hexagon, and maybe I can, yeah, I don't need the top and the bottom. So cylinder and cylinder, tessellate, and not too bad. This one will also generate some kind of snowflake, because just because the fact that this guy is hexagon, 1, 2, tessellate, repeat 3 times. This guy is completed. Look, it's almost like, from this design, it's almost like it is really like a snowflake generator, a simple one. But if you, oops, actually I save it on top of another blend. But if you ever seen, okay, let's give me that result, just because I need to turn on face normal. Okay, I'll leave that. Let's save this. If you ever seen a Candi Borobudur or Prambanan, this is probably kind of similar idea to this guy. It's almost like a snowflake, right? It has a lot of details. I think I like the Borobudur. Yeah, look at this. Especially if you are looking at it from the top, this looks like a fractal. It has certain quality of procedurality. So it repeats. It has some kind of pattern and geometry, and yeah, I want to try to create something like this. It's kind of like a Buddhist. There's a name for it. I forgot. Start with M. Oh wait, maybe. Oh well. At some point, I will try to recreate that. But for now, we have this kind of snowflake generator. So yeah, I guess this is pretty fun to try yourself. So if we create like a cross pattern and assign it, use this as element and assign it into this base mesh, and then so yeah, we're gonna have snowflake. All right. So hopefully you find this interesting. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.